Hi everybody, finally a video where I'm not going to steal the old toys from my children. We're going to scratch build some ammunition pallets for my kill team board. Now before we get started, thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, give me a comment, and welcome to the workshop. So we are going to start by cutting up a whole bunch of plastic cards. I used the 1mm thick kind, for which I cut all of the squares and rectangles that I needed to make the pallets. I totally ripped off the Games Workshop pallet design. I had this lying around in a old Warhammer 40k Battlefield accessories kit. Here you can see all the things that I cut off. Let's start with the construction. I glued everything together with a little bit of super glue. The ABS plastic that you can see me glue on here is bought from Green Stuff World, but you can find this kind of stuff into hobby stores. I had the rivets with the tip of my hobby knife. And here you can see me attach the supports for the bottom structure. Some of these plastic cards bits that I cut are a little bit uneven, so I use a fine grade sander to make sure these align properly. The original and the rip-off side by side. Now of course we need some ammo crates to get on these pallets. I use the ammo crate that was in the kit just to get some measurements, and I'm going to make these with 5mm thick foam board, a little bit of hot glue on the sides, and I just glue these pieces together. These are going to be covered up, so you don't need a whole lot of detail, you just need the basic shape. After assembling a couple of ammunition crates, we can start by laying out how we want the final design. Of course, we are first going to make some lids for the crates. This is simple cardboard, just glued on with a bit of hot glue. And then again with the hot glue we attach these to the pallets. For the tarps, I used dried out baby wipes. This is a trick that I learned from Mel the terrain tutor. And I attach these to the pallet with a little bit of hot glue. And then I simply apply the dried out baby wipes. And I push the paper against the hot glue. Same principle for the corners. I simply fold the paper into a shape that I like. And then with a little bit of hot glue at the appropriate places so everything sticks together. And then finally a layer of thinned down PVA glue to make sure we get a hard shell. And then it's time for a bunch of painting. By laying down a coat of black primer. Now you can see this shiny, that's because I used the gloss primer I misbought. Hey, it works, whatever. First coat we are going to apply with the airbrush is random tan. All over the model. Second layer is a highlight with a little bit of old white shot from above. After drying it was time to paint the rest. Lead belcher for the metal and beige brown for the straps that I added at a later stage, simple cardboard. And then it's time for a bunch of washes. I start by sepia and I apply these to all the shadowy areas and the bottom of the models. And then some Icax Earthshade again in the shadows at the bottom of the tarps. And of course over the metals to give it a little bit of dust and grime. A layer of black wash all over the straps and black wash to simulate the shadows on the metal parts. And finally a dry brush of Vallejo steel to simulate a little bit of highlighting and some scratches and what have you. And that's it for this project. Thank you all very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're inspired to make your own scattered terrain. I see you soon for a new project here on Dark Matter Workshop. Till next time, salukus!